intermediate red, please text the word Maverick along with your HUMC location to 55555. A member of our operations team will respond immediately. Thank you.
Don't forget to shout out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, Maskman, and the Maverick Station.
Fans, don't miss out on your chance to receive a Maverick and Company flag. Just bring the family and friends for next giveaway day to receive your very own Maverick mascot mini flag. Now you want to be here at our next home game, fans.
Coming up next, the Pistons taking on the Mavericks. For the Pistons, they've shown no fear this season. Now on the road against one of their toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Mavs, Pistons, coming up next. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And a look at the stats for Kyrie Irving.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson out there with Holland. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then there's Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5. And for Dallas, a pair of first overall picks of the front court, Flagg and Davis. Kyrie Irving out there with Smith. And it's Gafford in at the center spot. Just about halfway through the season, Grant. Which half of the season went quicker for you, the first or the second?
You know, B.A., after all the anticipation, the first half just goes by in a hurry. In the second half, you are in a rhythm, so the games can blend into one. So, I'm going to be a politician. The answer is both.
Smith outside. Over LeVert. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Holland. Thompson with a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
You talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. 80 is towards the top of that list.
And here's Detroit. 4-point game. LeVert outside. Pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Back to LeVert. Beyond the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
And that one's good. Flag.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Holland. Now here's LeVert. Fires the 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Down low. And then Davis punches it home!
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Cunningham with the ball. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. And there's the drive. Out to the right wing. Holland for 3. And it's Flagg with a rebound. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Smith outside. Over Cunningham. Again, Dallas.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 7. Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Here's Smith, following the three-pointer by Detroit. Inside, here's Flagg, and he banks in the layup. Flagg's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I love this approach, getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Holland, yet to see a basket. Cunningham is doubled. 5 to shoot. And here's Thompson for 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 6. Smith outside. Pass to Flagg. Back to Smith. The 3 is up. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They've come out hot. I mean, really hot. Perfect from the field thus far.
Here's Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's LeVert. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Dallas. Here's Duren. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
How about the touch on that shot? That is tougher than it looks, folks.
Dallas leading by 9. Smith outside. Over LeVert. Again, Dallas.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. That's short off the rim.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Smith against LeVert. With the fadeaway. And again, it's Dallas.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Cunningham. 17 points in his last outing.
Yeah, I just love how Cunningham alters his pace to get what he wants.
And Dallas with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Smith passes to Davis. Loses his grip. Clanks the lob.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
The shot by LeVert, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's LeVert. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game.
Well, Karis LeVert, the vertical is special. That is nicely done.
Here's Smith. They lead by 11. On the wing, Davis. Sinks the tray. Davis has got 9 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And here's LeVert. 5 points in the game. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Yeah, a graceful touch from Cunningham, making that floater look effortless.
To the right side. Back to Smith. And he lobs it up. And finished off by Davis.
They've been very effective so far. a balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Cunningham. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Right side, Davis. Smith against Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Smith into the lane. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's Cunningham. He has 7.
And now running the full court man-to-man defense.
Pass to Duren. Outside for LeVert. Just 4 to shoot. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. 7 points in the game.
Caris LeVert, great confidence in his ability to get off the dribble drive and make things happen.
To the paint. Here's Davis. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pistons trail by 16. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Now here's Smith, coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. On the wing, Davis. Here's Smith. Outside Irving. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. For Dallas, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. DeRozan comes in for Davis. And Russell is subbed in for Irving. Green with a screen on Smith. Back to Green. Merrill outside. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
1:24 left in the first quarter. And he's going for the oop here.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Pistons trail by 16. Sasser outside. Pass to Clinton. Ayton with a screen. Takes the 3. Lively grabs a miss.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Smith outside. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Mavericks, another 3.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
The Pistons shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Pass to Clinton. Back to Sasser. Clock at 6. Detroit moving the ball around. The shot by Merrill, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
DeRozan finds Smith. Back to DeRozan. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Dallas up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be back in a moment. And the switch here also for Detroit. Klintman's checked in. Now Smith. He's got 16. Pass to Flag. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Smith passes to Lively. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Well, Mr. Lively might be the best catch and finisher in the alley-oop situation. That's a dunk, folks.
Now here's Sasser. Still without a bucket. Setting the floor for Detroit. We've got Sam Merrill. Also Marcus Sasser out there. DeAndre Ayton is out there with A.J. Green. And it's Klintman in at the 4 slot. Here's Merrill. And again, no good by Detroit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Smith outside. Fades back. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Smith's got 18 points in the game.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot just for good measure.
Merrill outside. They need this. Smith with the rebound. Dallas has gone 6 of 6 from downtown thus far. And he's going for the lob. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Dallas. Ayton, a screen on DeRozan. Here's Klintman. Off the mark there with a 3. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Right wing, back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, that's executing an alley-oop if ever I saw one. DeMar DeRozan, he loves these highlight reel plays.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Green. He's scoreless. Here's Merrill. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Smith with it, covered by Merrill. Smith with it. He's got 18. Shot clock at 5. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Here's Merrill, after the basket by Dallas. Fires from deep. And it's Flag with a rebound.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Back to Smith. Throws it up high. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Well, Lively is a great combination of size and finesse. Sets a great screen and creates offense off it.
The Pistons have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Green. 4-3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Now here's Smith. Give him 20. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Ayton. Here's Sasser. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Sasser, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little 3 happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving comes in for Russell. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Duren, he's checked in for Ayton. Holland comes in for Clinton. Thompson, he's checked in for Green. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Merrill. The Pistons have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Back to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on DeRozan. DeRozan against Thompson. Over DeRozan. Thompson's shot is off. Dallas has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Smith against Duren. Davis with a screen on Duren. Smith passes to Davis. The Mavericks rebound. Back to Smith. To the middle. Here's Lively. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, Derek Lively, you brought the sauce tonight. Look out.
And here's Sasser. 17 points in his last outing. Cunningham outside. Duren with a screen on Smith. Shot clock at 6. Oh, stolen by Smith. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Boy, this guy doing his job, spacing the floor. He had 2 triples in the first, and he just gets his 3rd to go.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Lively with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Smith. And again, it's Dallas.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. And a miss there on the triple. High post Davis. 23 points his last outing.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul him.
So for Dallas, Daniel Gafford comes in for Lively, and Flagg subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And the Pistons making a change here as well. LeVert's checked in for Sasser. Well, Detroit's shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. LeVert, that's good.
Well, Karis LeVert has worked diligently to make his 3-point shot legitimate. Knocks that one down.
Smith outside. Gafford with a screen on LeVert. That one falls. Smith's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
The Pistons shooting around 44%. Not bad. The shot by LeVert, no good. Here's Dallas now. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And it's Detroit with the ball. The Mavs get their last shot to go. Holland can't hit. Irving against Cunningham. And again, it's Dallas.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Now here's LeVert. He's got 10. Detroit moving the ball around. And again, no good by Detroit. And Dallas with possession. They're on an 18-5 run. Smith against Cunningham. Smith outside. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Smith's got 32 points in the game.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Cunningham outside. And here's LeVert for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. LeVert goes against Smith. Over LeVert. And again, it's Dallas.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. On the wing, Irving. Here's Smith. He's got 34. Takes it inside. Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Ooh, that's about as fun a highlight as we're ever going to see.
Now Cunningham. He's got 7. LeVert outside. Three-pointer off the mark. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Mavericks on top, just dominating this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half court.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Taking a look here now at Detroit, I mean, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against any opponent they're shot.
Well, I don't know if they have the roster makeup to get to the finals or even conference finals. But on any given night, this team is dangerous.
I don't know, Shaq. They look good.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Mavericks.
They're really hitting the ball, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A pair of first overall picks of the front court, Flagg and Davis. Smith out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Gafford in at the center position. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. And the ball out of play, the Pistons will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Now here's Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Irving. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Here's Holland. Oh, from deep. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Flagg's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smith with it. Driving in. And stolen by Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. And they doubled up Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage. His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Here's LeVert. He's got 13. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. This is the fourth and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks' Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Guys, back to you.
He's seen it all. Allie, appreciate the report. Here's Smith. After the Pistons picking, another one goes! Incredible!
And no one can stop him. It's another 40-point game, and he's had a bunch of them.
And with tonight's performance, he's now tied for fourth on the single-season 40-point game list. And so it's Detroit with it. Following the score by Dallas, Cunningham, and count it, now 5 for 7.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Smith against LeVert. Smith in the high post. And he's got 41 now.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
The Pistons have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And here's LeVert. He's got 13. There's Cunningham with a 3. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Now here's LeVert. Cunningham looking around. And they doubled up Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Pass to Holland. Shoots over Davis. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Flag's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Smith. 43 points in the game. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Gafford.
Gafford, such a great target on the lob.
Here's LeVert. Now Cunningham, 11 points in the game. Over Irving, and that one's good. Cunningham's got 6 in the quarter.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Back to Smith. Gafford with a screen on LeVert. Here's Smith. And again, it's Dallas.
Yeah, they haven't missed a shot since the break. I mean, just what a tremendous job making the necessary adjustments at halftime.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson, a screen on Irving. From 17, ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Smith against LeVert. Oh, okay then. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now that's how you rock the rim. Give him the 2 points and add a little style there as well.
Ridiculous. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Now here's LeVert. 13 points in the game. Cunningham outside. LeVert outside from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Smith outside. Out to the right wing. And here's Flag outside. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 9 in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Holland. Back to Cunningham. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
And so it's Detroit with it. After Dallas's three-pointer on the other end. An open look, LeVert. And again, the Pistons missing. Dallas has got it going from the perimeter in the 3rd. 4 for 4 so far. DeRozan outside. Back to Smith. Williams, a screen on LeVert. Here's Smith. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Pass to Holland. Over Williams. And again, the Pistons missing. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
You know, to me, it's huge when D'Angelo gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
Here's Holland. No points yet. Now here's Thompson. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Thompson, no good. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Smith finds Williams. Now here's Lively, covered by Duren. For 3, Smith hits the three-pointer. Smith's got 55.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Detroit has got nothing to fall here in the 3rd. 0 for 4. LeVert right side. They still need this. And the layup is good. LeVert's got 15 points.
Now, there's a reason Karis LeVert shoots well from the field. This guy is great at picking great opportunities.
Right side, Williams. Smith outside. Thompson pulls it in.
Oh, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
The shot by LeVert, no good.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Here's Smith. Goes to the fadeaway. Smith's got 57 points.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Detroit moving the ball around. And here's LeVert for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Smith's got rebound number 8 now. 1:44 left to play in the 3rd quarter. And it's good! He hits another one! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Outside for LeVert. This one for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. LeVert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
An open look for Smith. Oh, another one falls. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Cunningham outside. LeVert outside. And the Pistons, another 3.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His 2nd from distance this half, 5 overall.
Smith against LeVert. Back to Smith. 35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Williams. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pistons shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Thompson passes to Cunningham. LeVert outside. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The three from Russell. And so it's Dallas, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. It hasn't taken them. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Shutting the floor for the Pistons. They've got DeAndre Ayton. A.J. Green is out there with Sharp. Then there's Cade Cunningham. And it's Sasser in at the point. Back to Smith. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Cunningham. Tipped. In transition, here they come. Smith outside. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. It's quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball.
Oh, my goodness!
That is incredible!
Powered it home!
Not fair at all. Did you see it? He unleashed something special there. Just so powerful.
Hey, he's showing off a little bit right there, Grant. And who can blame him for it?
How about the athleticism, the body control, the creativity? 10 out of 10.
Here's Russell. Smith outside. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Smith. On the wing, DeRozan. Smith outside. Over Sharp. And again, it's Dallas. Now here's Sasser. Cunningham outside. Up and over Smith. And it's Cunningham missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Lively. And it's Dallas scoring again.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And here's Cunningham. The three. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. A different look for Dallas. Christie's checked in for Martin. And it's Hardy in for Russell. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Sasser. Holland tips it back in.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Smith against Cunningham. Back to Smith. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well. How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
On the wing, Christie. Smith outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. There's the three, and it's Christie with a three. Christie's got his first 3 points of the game.
I just love the ball move.
Detroit has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Back to Cunningham. The fader. Got it. Cunningham's got 19 points.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
The three, Smith. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Cunningham passes to Aiden. Sasser outside. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Green from the arc. He drops it from range.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Cunningham against Smith. And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the three-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, B.A. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
Detroit has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Aiden. Now Cunningham. Sasser outside. Here's the 3. Smith with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
DeRozan right side. Ayton against Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the drive. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
And Detroit is shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Outside, Green. Pass to Holland. Here's Sasser. And there's the screen. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Smith's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. To shoot. For 3, Hardy. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
The Pistons shooting just 38% for this game so far. The open shot, Cunningham. And that time also a missed shot.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Pass to DeRozan. Back to Smith. Over Cunningham. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
And it's Detroit with the ball. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Holland, defended by DeRozan. Green for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Cunningham against Smith. Christie passes to Smith. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Cunningham against Smith. From the line. And it's Cunningham missing.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Smith against Cunningham. To the wing, right side. Back to Smith. Fade away. Again! What an avalanche! And there it is, 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
And Detroit is shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Up top, Aiden. Shoots over Lively. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. And some changes here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Thompson comes in for Green. And LeVert subbed in for Sasser. Here's Cunningham. An easy 2 on the layup. Cunningham's got 21.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
LeVert goes against Smith. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
And it's Cunningham missing. Dallas has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Smith against LeVert. Smith outside. Lets it go from 14. Again, Dallas.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Mavericks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Champ.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 20-7 run. Smith outside. Christie passes to Smith. And another one. That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
LeVert outside. Pass to Thompson. To the inside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many